All right, so today, really excited. We've got 2017 World's Strongest Man, our very own Eddie Hall, coming up to the Combat Performance Centre to see if he can break that world punching record. So really looking forward to seeing. It's really interesting for us guys. Will that strongman and that strength be able to outperform the technical ability of the professional combat athlete? So looking forward to it. Let's see.
Hey!
How you doing there?
How you doing, man? You okay?
You alright?
Yeah, good man. This is Patrick, who you've met before, haven't you?
Nice to meet you, mate. You alright?
And this is the PowerKube.
This is the PowerKube. Yeah, this brand new Combat Performance Centre, so the first of its kind in the world.
Hell of a setup, right? Right, so the PowerKube, I mean, we've had this conversation before over the phone, whatever, but it measures the force of a punch, the speed of a punch, puts some kind of clever equation together that some mad scientist did. And then we get a result in units.
Yes, so what we do is we measure the two measurable components of a strike, which are power, which we measure in watts, and power's speed dependent. So the faster the strike, the bigger the impact. And also power's dependent on resistance. Okay. So the faster that strike, the more central I can hit the pad. In this case, is our target is the PowerKube. It's the same when I'm hitting somebody else. And then we also measure the kinetic energy, which is the penetrative characteristic of a strike.
The squish.
Exactly, yeah. That's our technical
term, yeah.
The squish. So it's the squish, basically.
Yeah.
That's what he meant to say.
Yeah. And then the two go together then to form a compound unit force called the Franklin, named after Kevin, the inventor. So.
Fair enough, fair enough. And the world record holder right now, Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
What, 129,000 units?
129,000, yeah. So, to put it into context, when we test the kit and we test it to destruction, we can be hitting that on the floor with a sledgehammer over the head at about 100,000, and Francis is hitting 129.
Wow, so he's hitting harder than a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess, no need muck around. I mean, let's get gloves on and have a bit of a play and see what we can do.
Yeah, cool.
Let's do it. Okay. What do you reckon the most powerful punch is? A straight right.
I would be over.
So that one?
Yeah. I'll just see if I can show you the difference. So, if I try and put the same kind of effort in, it's difficult because I'm a human being, right? But if I do like a cross over the top.
So that's coming from your face, isn't it?
That's coming from here, it's a very straight strike. Like I say, the straight strikes are kind of more difficult to really get on that nice trajectory. Yeah. When I step across, and so I align myself further to the left and I come over, so it goes up.
Yeah. And that's weird, isn't it? Because you're essentially not putting as much effort in.
Yeah.
But you're getting way more out of a punch.
Yeah, because the strike's coming down, then we're getting really maximising the weight in the strike.
And then you're saying overhand is the most powerful. So what do you mean by overhand?
So if you look at like a straight punch here, with the overhand, even though it's not necessarily coming too high, circling it around, so it's getting extra momentum because it's coming back, which obviously has its disadvantages tactically if it's not timed right. But what you're getting then is an increased element of speed and momentum, and then when I hit, because it's hitting slightly down on that angle, less of the energy is being dissipated. When I hit straight, it's really easy for the energy to be dissipated left and right or up and down. When I hit down, then it's much easier to get that maximum energy.
So you're saying so it's almost like a hook overhand.
Yeah, like a hooking overhand.
I mean, that's the most powerful one.
Yeah. I think so. I mean,
so not like this.
No.
Like that.
That's it.
Okay.
So right in the centre if you can. Nice.
Yeah, I think I better walk.
Yeah.
My shoulders killing already.
Yeah. even you know, because if I can hit hard and fast, but it just kind of comes through here. You hit down, you get that. Then if I step off here, turn this way a bit, and get that angle, you get and just get the right connection. That's when he absorbs a lot of it. Slightly off, don't get it. I want this to move when I hit it. So just those little bits can be easy to be hitting high if you can just get it down a bit. Oh, just absorbs it. You see the one difference there is it came over in that way.
Yeah.
When it comes over and goes that way, that's the killer. Yeah. That's what you want to do on there.
Yeah.
Just if that's central there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you come a little bit closer, that's where you're more likely to come off when you step in. Come in and touch, that's it. If you can, as much as possible, relax that right shoulder, and that'll give you a little bit more mobility and width.
I'm going to improve on that.
113,000. You probably that's the biggest strike I've ever seen. And again, if you practice, like we say, because you're changing the nature of how you strike, you know, over time and the behaviour of how you strike. Because, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, technique's one thing until somebody's trying to punch you in the face at the same time.
Yeah, of course.
When you're used to hitting with depth, the difference is when you're hitting, sorry, James, when you're hitting a focus mitt or something, you get very used to hitting that. When we're hitting that, hitting in deep, do you know what I mean? So, 113,000, what percentage is it then to get to it's not a lot.
It's not a 10%, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, awesome.
Thanks, Ed.
Well, yeah, mate, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Cheers. All right, so all that in question that we were going to answer, could the 2017 World's Strongest Man Eddie Hall beat the existing world punching record held by Francis Ngannou, heavyweight from the UFC? Nearly. So if we look at the strikes, 113, just one Franklin under 114,000. So really, you know, in essence, kind of 10% off that world record. So really interesting. We had a lot of fun with Eddie and his team. With a little bit of technical coaching in a bit of time, do we think he can break it? I think so. So just check us out, just follow this thread, because we're going to see if we can bring Eddie back in the near future with a little bit of technical work, see if we can break that punching record.